What's up, man? And it's your boy Carcino here. And let's talk about it, man. This is the truth behind this DJ Envy and Kevin Samuel situation. Now, Kevin Samuels is somebody that I don't care for too much. DJ Envy, same thing. Don't care for either guy. So I just want you to know my personal stance going in here in case people say I'm leaning one way or another. I don't like either guy. I can care less about either one of them. So now that we know that, let's move forward. Okay? Now, the way I see it is different than probably a lot of other people saw it or heard about it. And in case you don't know what I'm talking about, DJ Envy spoke about Kevin Samuels and his platform. And if some people don't know who Kevin Samuels is, he's a guy that got real famous on YouTube, basically from just putting down and berating black women that call on his show and on his platform, and he just basically, women with low self-esteem, he just take full advantage of them and start just berating them. Now, DJ Envy called him a clown on on syndicated radio show. Um, and besides that, calling him a clown, he said that this guy just takes advantage of women who are in these situations, and he's just shocked that they even come over there. But he remembered the guy early on in his career in front of a Hermes store. And while he was in front of the Hermes store, he would be out there dressed up trying to get clientele when this was in Atlanta. Now, he didn't make it, well, I guess Kevin Samuels took it as if, you know, it was said like he didn't buy anything. What he was saying was that he was trying to get clients. Now, from what I know of Kevin Samuels, is some of the people was like, yeah, he was trying to be a stylist for a few people in the industry. He wanted to style them. He wanted to be a Bentley Farnsworth. He saw how Mr. Bentley Farnsworth did it and be like, I want to be him. Some other people want to inspire to be like, man, I want to be like Diddy and own my own this and that. He says, no, I want to be Bentley Farnsworth. So it's just that social media now has given him this platform because he berated a black woman and got national attention. How he basically just chastised her because she has low self-esteem and she's just sitting there taking it. And people be like, yes, you got to listen to him, man. He makes some good points. And I'm like, this guy's a hack. All he does is repeat things that, he's heard from everywhere else. But he tries to say it as if, like it came from him. It's like coming from the word of God. And if you don't believe in Kevin Samuels, then you believed in vain. He has a very arrogant approach, and it doesn't sound like he's a guy that likes women. You can tell from his tone, you can tell from his demeanor, and some of the things he says is just, it's really condescending. So I really don't normally gravitate to him, so I choose to stay away from guys like that. But he reminds me a lot of these same things with Fresh and Fit, Tommy, and all these. They find they find something that works for them, and it always seemed to be something negative at the African American community. They find that, oh, I can get paid. They wouldn't do that to a white woman. I've never seen Kevin Samuels talk to a Hispanic woman or a white woman. He's quick to point out what African American women are doing, and like they're the only women out there in the world. And these are the women that's out there today. No, there's a large group of them that are not like that. But you don't express that. You get what you look for. If you're a businessman, you're in the world of business, and you're out moving and about in a different way, you're going to run into the real women of the world who are really on something, career type women. You know, these women are in coffee shops, but most of these women are not trying to, they're career driven women. They're not, they either have their spouse already or they're coming out of divorce. They just don't have time for any clowning. You know, they don't have any time for anyone who's basically trying to take things away from them, or they got too much going on in their lives to be concerned with nonsense. So they ain't got time to wait for goofy people to get right, and a guy with no job trying to tell a girl, but you gotta start doing right by me and realize I'm a king. Like, dude, you don't got a job. You sleeping on your mama's couch. That's not what kings do. So some of the information is not idealistic. Most of it is like condescending and looking down and propping himself up. It's like, really, dude? It's like, who are you? Like, who made you? You're a 50-year-old guy in your 50s sitting here talking down to 20-year-olds and putting them down because they have low self-esteem just to make you some money. So, but DJ Envy, speaking on him, he's a weak male anyway. So if he's mad at Kevin Samuels, it's because his wife then saw it and don't like the way he talks to women. So then now, so now you see that because he don't like that, and because he don't like it, there it is. That's the way it is. He don't like the way it is and how it's going. His wife, his wife don't like the way it's going. She don't like the situation at hand, and she don't like how the bout is. The bout. She don't like how everything's going. Then it's gonna go left every time. DJ Envy can't make a decision without his wife. He can't move. He can't think unless the wife tells him what to do. And my grandmother's day, they call it hen pecked. He hen pecked. So that's him. He's the hen peck type. And the hen pecked is when the wife is making all the calls and she's making all the decisions and all that craziness. So anyhow, what's going on now is that all women aren't the same. All of them are different. They have a lot of similarities in the way they're carrying themselves, but women cater to what men like, what men are into. No matter how independent a woman is, a woman naturally caters to men. More than they want to say they don't, they really do. They cater to men. Our tastes, what we claim we like. Because the majority of women like men. Okay? And because the majority of women like men and they're attracted to men and want to get men, most of them conform to what men like. He likes longer hair. They get longer hair. Oh, they like shorter hair. They go and they get shorter hair. They go get something that they feel the men like or men are into. And they cater to it. If women are more provocative now and more into this, is because the guys are into it. The guys are into this. Oh, hey, we need you to go get your friend and get involved. Our minds have gotten ridiculous. So when your mind gets ridiculous and more, when your mind gets more ridiculous and more into filth, then you drag the woman into more filth. She's going to lower her standards to try to meet you. So your mind's in the gutter. A woman will follow you if she feel that you can lead her. If you're a leader and the man of the household and want to be that for real, and she feel like you think she's the one, a woman, she'll get in line. She'll get it together and say, okay, this is what's up. We'll make that happen. Like, let's do this and be a team. But you want to have somebody that's on your side, locked in. Don't settle. That's me. I'm not going to settle. I won't, like I told the last girl I dated, and she wanted to try to make it a relationship type of thing. And I said, look, I don't want somebody to live with me. You know, mm-mm. You're not living with me. And that's just the way it is. I mean, no, what I told her was, you can't live off me. I'm like, if somebody going to be with me seriously, you could live here with me, but you can't do that if you're living off me. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to just let you, I don't know how they doing it in these Hollywood areas. I'm not Hollywood, so you gonna have to, because I don't need you to pay my bills. See, a lot of relationships are different. They go in to get a house together. They have joint accounts, joint bills, because they got responsibilities that if one leave, the other one can't afford to take care of the place. So now that it's the way it is now, it's entirely different. The way that the situation is now is completely different, because you got a situation in which mm, oh my god, this fight is driving me crazy. But you got a situation in which two parties don't see eye to eye a lot of the times, and one got to leave, and you suddenly got to make some decisions. So in my case, it's different. So I don't have to settle. Some people just have to settle and say, hey, man, you ain't going to find the perfect person. Just find somebody just as messed up as you, and, settle down. So it's like, man, you can't be out here in the game like that. Oh, man, there will come to a time where I just settle down, but I just don't want to settle. I want to have somebody who's a partner in this, so we can still grow together into our next to the next chapter of our lives. We move forward and you could build something. I don't want to build with somebody with a small mind or just settle with somebody who I just knocked up, so that I was just having fun with. Now I'm settling with this person and I really don't want to be there, you know. But everybody else wanted to see it, so here we go. Now, back to the envy situation, it's a little bit different. Envy is somebody who is going to react. If he's speaking about Kevin Samuels, it's because his wife don't like Kevin Samuels. I knew it from the moment he said it. It's funny to see two beta males talk, and I don't know. Kevin Samuels, he seemed to be just focused on showing off his clothes. And I don't know about y'all, but when I go to a Hermes store, I I shops. I'm buying. So it's it is crazy to me, but it is very crazy to me how this thing plays out all the time. But man, I tell you one thing. Kevin Samuel has definitely cornered the market in what he's doing. I don't like it. I don't like his content. He does make some good points because people's like, dude, you got to give him a chance, man. I don't think you heard his videos. This is a crazy ass fight. Man, this fight is nuts. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to get out of here. Cause this fight then just took my whole attention away from the video and everything else. But yeah, that's what happened between the both of them. Neither one is worth mentioning. But somebody asked me about it, so I said, well, I guess a couple of people don't care about this. So let me explain to them what it was about. But no, he did want to be Puffy at one point. Well, not Puffy, Bentley Farnsworth. He wanted to be Farnsworth's bad. Yeah, he wants to be somebody's stylist. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, let me get back to this fight. I gotta go.